Sasa Evans.
Poa.
Hey, I have so many questions that are juggling my mind kila wakati about bikes and hizi marides zenye watu wanaenda sijui nini. So I really nataka kujua, yani kabisa nataka kujua what all these things mean. Kama juzi sasa kuna mtu ameniambia ameenda random. Sasa ananiambia twende random, ananiambia ameenda random. I don't really understand what that is. Please explain to me.
So random. Mostly bikers hutoka tu tumepangana a couple of friends. Then in between hapo kwa barabara unaweza pata na beshe alikuwa anaenda home ana change direction. We don't have a specific place that we are going. It's only that bike is more of a freedom giving. You don't have anyone around you. It's not like a car somebody's next. You have to push with somebody. You're just alone and go. And it's so fun uko na mabeshe. 2 or 3 mnaenda mahali, you don't care where you're going. Mnaweza enda msimame uone mtu wa kwanza ameweka indicator na turn to the left. Mnaingia mahali mnakula nyama na mnarudi. It's not even about any like girls. It's just about the ride. The ride is a therapy enough.
Na sasa when you're going for randoms, because I keep on hearing, can you be my pillion? Can you?
Well,
I have a pillion coming. So it does not. Is it a place people are going, or is it a person, specific person called a pillion?
A pillion. A pillion. Actually, it's an English name.
Okay.
That means a motorcycle passenger.
Passenger. So the person being carried.
Yes. The other day I saw somebody post on Twitter saying, why do these bike which are loud with a fat tire always have a pillion lady? Well, who else? You see? So if you come across such posts in Twitter, you know they mean about the motorcycle passenger.
Hey, and this exhaust. You know, some bikes have bigger exhaust that sounds louder. Inapiga tu makelele tu. Like if it passes by you, unajua tu wow, that's a bike passing. So you just have to turn, see, and by that time you don't even know what type of bike it is, but the voice, the noise that is coming from the exhaust is just
let me start by this. Noisy bike, first of all, it's about safety. It's not about being seen, it's not about being there. It's about safety. The same way you've told me you hear a loud bike pass by. In case somebody was crossing at the road and hear a loud bike or a loud car coming, they will not cross. It will attract the attention. Ndio maana kuna kuanga na bikes mse ameka loud, ameka an aftermarket pipe. If they're brand new like these ones, they don't come with a loud pipe. All of them come so silent from the factory because different countries have different rules. But now for here Kenya, we are also allowed to have an aftermarket pipe which can be loud, and that is safety for the rider so that animals on the road, people who are driving, they don't make fast turns on the road and something like that.
Okay, so now I understand. So I've heard about my bike has ABS system. Ati my bike is good because it has an ABS system.
Well, I will explain, especially this bike that you're sitting here. This bike doesn't have an ABS system. It doesn't have a CBS system.
Okay.
It has a normal manual braking system. But now this one you can find, it has a front disc and a rear disc that can stop much better. Even in cars, you find cars with a front disc and drum at the rear. The drum at the rear don't stop so good as the one that has front brakes and front disc. ABS means anti-locking braking system. That means if I do my brakes, hit a lock, me slide. If I lock my tires completely and there's a 2-wheel, it is about to slide. But now ABS makes it possible to extend that period of braking that it doesn't have to slide on the road. The other one is CBS. CBS is older than ABS. CBS means combined braking system. Combined braking system mostly is in on off-road bikes. Those big long bikes that you see, somebody even stands on them.
Adventure bikes.
Adventure bikes, yes.
Okay.
Mostly they are adventure bikes and off-road bikes. Off-road bikes, I mean, like this one is a mini off-road bike. It has an aggressive tires in front and rear, but now it doesn't have a CBS braking system. CBS braking system is one that if you push the rear brakes, it also transfers some fluid, which is brake fluid, to the front tire, which now the braking is somehow equalized. If I do front brakes, it also the rear, it does some type of percentage of braking. That helps in off-road, gravel. It doesn't slide easily. You can do a scramble and such, and you can be able to stop easily than just a normal brake. That will be mostly on a heavy bike, or even the Sim 200 that we sell also has such.
Okay. So what if, because like I want to start learning also how to ride a bike. What if I don't use gears? Like I just ride, I just don't change gears on the bike.
Oh. Okay, now this is what really happens. Now, every bike, on every machine, even a power saw, has a gearbox. Only a power saw only one gear that is moving forward with the same torque. But with this bike, since you will need to since you will need to add more speed and reduce speed, we have a gearbox inside the engine. That gearbox has different type of size of the teeth to allow for you to add more speed and to be able to engage a heavier load or starting to move. Mostly with the gears, if you do gear 1 is too heavy, just to pull away a heavy load with a very big teeth inside the gearbox. If you do a gear 1 continuously, you will end up blowing your engine because you are stressing one gear for too long, and the piston is moving at one pace of that gear. So what will most happen, you will going to damage your clutch first, and then you're going to blow up your engine by damaging the head because it will get too hot. You're supposed to change the gears. The more gears you change, there's a difference on how the engine will work when you do different type of gear, because that's the ratio. Different gears has different ratios. That's why you find somewhere you will do up to gear 6, then start downshifting, and then you feel the bike moving a little bit slower because that's how it's designed. Every gear has different ratio.
Okay. So is there a bike that is automatic, like how automatic cars are, that like it changes its gears like drastically?
The bikes that we sell, only scooters are automatic. We have even a 310cc scooter that is going for 680 pre-ordered. That is proper. It's a 310cc, liquid cooled, ABS, keyless, proper LEDs lights.
Wow.
And you can find that bike in Hurlingham shopping center.
How much does it go for?
You pre-order that bike, it's going for 680,000 pre-ordered.
Wow.
When it's slated already, it's around 712,000 Kenyan shillings. And the good thing with these are bikes, you can be financed any bike. Any bike you can get any bike that you like. Like this one specific, you just do a deposit of 50,000 and you finance the bike.
Okay, that's really amazing. At least I've learned one or two, and I really appreciate, because I want to, before I get a bike, I want to learn how to use a bike first, to learn to go for riding lessons. Then we can know.
So please make sure if you're going to ride a bike, you have to buy a gear. You see how I look?
Now how much is like this?
This one goes around 30,000. And my shoes goes for around 15,000.
That is expensive.
That's not expensive because you have to take care of yourself first. First, you can see this thing up here.
Okay.
That takes care. One, when you wear your helmet, in case of an accident, and your head goes like this, your helmet locks here and makes sure your neck and your backbone is completely covered. That is one. Secondly, if you do it like this, you feel your backbone happier. So that place need to be super protected, because if you break that part, the engine won't work. The engine and everything down here won't work, but this is the most important part. So it won't work. So that's very important. If you see someone with that, know that he has an extra back, an extra growth or something. You can see from my hands, everything is super protected. For both hands. In my hands, when we fall down, we get that so much on this side and this side, and that's why we also have these parts to provide a sporty landing position. The shoes, even your shoes, you can see you have some metal-like, so that you don't get hurt around here. Your ankle, you would get hurt, and all the way till to half.
That's the only thing I bought.
That's the only thing you bought for the bike?
Yes.
What about an helmet?
Yeah, I bought a good helmet, so at least I'm covered there.
How much is your helmet?
18,000, and it was quite expensive.
But you feel comfortable in it. There's no wind. You don't feel any wind. You don't feel the hot.
Gears are
it's
quite
not
expensive.
hot. It's not hot. You see clearly. It's not fogging inside. That's why it costs $15.
So where is it convenient to find such a bike?
Well, actually, these bikes are sold from Hurlingham shopping center.
Alright.
The shop is called Beth Bikes.
Okay.
It's opposite Kose in a car bazaar. They sell fancy cars.
Wow.
These are fancy cars. These are fancy bikes. From there, you get this bike financed. You can get it on loan. You can buy it in cash. And the best thing about that place, you get 2 years free service for all the bikes. You get 2 years warranty for all bikes.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. And can this bike be used by a learner like me who am learning how to use a bike?
This is a perfect bike to start with. At least even if you drop this bike, actually I race it with the same bike. If you drop this bike, yes, I race with this bike. If you drop such a bike, the most damage that you're going to get is only this, which costs only like 600. The whole thing with the pillion pegs and the rider's pegs. Nothing else that is going to get damaged with such a bike.
Okay.
That's a good thing about the bike. So and when you're new, it is most likely to drop it. So don't buy a very expensive bike when you're starting.
So you're telling me I'll have to drop a bike? Is it a must?
It is not a must, but most 90%.
Now I know. So guys, welcome to this channel. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and don't forget to join us next. We love you.